Charter of United Nations and Statute of the International Court of Justice, San Francisco, 1945. Chapter 1. Purposes and Principles. Article 1. The purposes of United Nations are: Number 1. To maintain international peace and security, and to that end, to take effective collective measures for the prevention and removal of threats to the peace, and for the suppression of acts of aggression or other breaches of the peace, and to bring about by peaceful means, and in conformity with principle of justice and international law, adjustment or settlement of international disputes or situations which might lead to a breach of the peace. Number 2. To develop friendly relations among nations based on respect for the principle of equal rights and self-determinations of peoples, and to take other appropriate measures to strengthen universal peace. Number 3. To achieve international cooperation in solving international problems of an economic, social, cultural, or humanitarian character, and in promoting and encouraging respect for human rights and for fundamental freedoms for all, without distinction as to race, sex, language, or religion. And number 4. To be a center of harmonizing the action of nations in the attainment of these common ends. Article 2. The organization and its members, in pursuit of the purposes stated in Article 1, shall act in accordance with the following principles. Number 1. The organization is based on the principle of the sovereign equality of all its members. Number 2. All members, in order to ensure to all of them the rights and benefits resulting from membership, shall fulfill in good faith the obligations assumed by them in accordance with the present charter. Number 3. All members shall settle their international disputes by peaceful means in such a manner that international peace and security and justice are not endangered. Number 4. All members shall refrain in their international relation from the threat or use of force against territorial integrity or political independence of any state, or in any other manner inconsistent with the purpose of United Nations. Number 5. All members shall give the United Nations every assistance in any action it takes in accordance with the present charter, and shall refrain from giving assistance to any state against which the United Nations is taking preventive or enforcement action. Number 6. The organization shall ensure that states which are not members of United Nations act in accordance with these principles so far as may be necessary for maintenance of international peace and security. Number 7. Nothing contained in the present charter shall authorize the United Nations to intervene in matters which are essentially within domestic jurisdiction of any state, or shall require the members to submit such matters to settlement under the present charter. But this principle shall not prejudice the application of enforcement measures under Chapter 7.